This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll discuss the Beads of Courage program with a local firefighter and police officer. Find out what it's all about and why it's so important next. Happy day of the 7th game of the World Series. Welcome and thank you for watching. I'm Ken Carr. We will hear what Chicago Cubs manager Joe Maddon had to say after his team's win in Game 6 of the World Series in sports. But right now, here's your local headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. State police in Frackville are asking anyone with information about a fatal shooting yesterday in Klein Township to contact the barracks. Troopers responded to a report of a shooting yesterday morning around 9:25 a.m. at 35 James Street in McAdoo Heights. The preliminary investigation indicates that an altercation occurred between 29-year-old Eric Muma of Klein Township and 27-year-old David Gombert of Hazel Township. According to state police, a gun was discharged during that altercation. Both men sustained injuries. Gombert was pronounced dead at the scene. Muma received non-life-threatening injuries. The state police have contacted the Schuylkill County District Attorney's Office and the investigation is continuing. Anyone who witnessed the incident or has information relevant to the investigation is asked to call state police at Frackville at 570-874-5300. Two congressional races in our area will be the focus of two separate debates that will air on WVIA TV. Tonight at 7 p.m., WVIA will host a debate for the 17th Congressional District seat. Incumbent Democratic Representative Matt Cartwright and Republican challenger Matt Connolly will debate tonight at 7 p.m. Then tomorrow night, the debate will feature the candidates for the 11th Congressional District, incumbent Republican Congressman Lou Barletta and Democratic challenger Mike Marsicano. The debate will air tomorrow at 7 p.m. on WVIA. Both debates will also be simulcast on WVIA FM and streamed live at WVIA.org. The general election is next Tuesday, November 8th, and Pennsylvania's Secretary of State is reminding voters that all absentee ballots are due this Friday. Pedro Cortez says the ballots must be received by your county's Board of Elections no later than 5 p.m. this Friday. For all the details, log on to votespa.com. An ordinance that requires a $10 permit to move goods in and out of Hazleton was approved by Hazleton City Council on first reading. However, changes are expected before the ordinance is approved on final reading. Meanwhile, an ordinance that would require motorists to pay a $50 administrative fee to the police department if vehicles are towed at the order of police was unanimously tabled by Council. Council cited legal issues and a possible vote by the state Senate on a bill that would require amendments to the local proposal. You can read much more about last night's council meeting in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. A local foundation is once again encouraging first responders to get involved in a program that supports children who are battling serious illnesses. Lisa Sugart has the details on what is known as Badges and Boots.
Today I'm very pleased to welcome back to our studios three good friends of ours, but here for a very important purpose, and that is the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation, which helps children who are battling cancer and other serious illnesses. I'm pleased to be joined by Donna Palermo, and she is the secretary of the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation. Also to my right is Patrolman Gerald Palermo, a member of the Palermo family, but here for the Butler Township Police Department, and our good friend Chief Donna Leschko from the Hazleton Fire Department. Donna, it is the second annual Badges and Boots for Beads campaign. So this is a wonderful program. Tell us all about it so that everybody is aware of it and wants to help.
Okay. Well, this program is through the Palermo Heart to Heart, and we're a 501c3 organization. And this is, like you said, the second year offering this to the emergency responders. We have been doing this for almost 6 years now, and what it is a program to support children who have chronic illnesses, cancer, and it's through the Beads of Courage program. It's our charity of choice, and what the first responders and the community at large can participate as well is they purchase a packet, a Beads of Courage packet, and it's a carry a bead kit. And what they do is with this bead that they get, they will wear one of the beads on their uniforms during their day. It could be out fighting fires. It could be on the patrolman going out, the EMTs, and they wear this bead in honor of a child who's going through this struggle of getting chemo or blood transfusions or anything to do with their chronic illnesses. And it's to show the support for the courage that they have as they're going through their treatment. So after they're done wearing their beads, they keep that bead as a momentum of what they did to help these children, and then they return the other bead, and the bead is given to that child. They collect these beads for every treatment that they get. They receive a bead. Their doctors keep track of what their treatments. So they may get a white bead for when they have a chemotherapy treatment, a red bead for when they have a blood transfusion, and so forth and so forth. I'm wearing the beads right now, and most children have at the minimum of 500 beads. That's how many treatments they go through. Many have over 1,000. So it's to support these children as they're going through this very difficult time, and we're very thankful for the support that we're receiving from the emergency responders.
Wow, that is truly amazing. I know this program is really fantastic. This is the second year, so you guys have been involved for the first year. Officer Palermo, what was it like? Please tell me, what it made you feel like to participate in this last year.
Just like Donna said, I mean, this is the second year that we're doing it now. The first year was such a success. The biggest thing is we wear these beads when we're out on patrol, and then at the end we write some words of encouragement. Last year we had the opportunity to actually present these beads to the children, the Children's Hospital. And seeing these kids in such bad shape at times, and knowing that, they might not have the opportunity to leave that hospital, to present them with the bead and just get a smile on their face, even if it's for a little bit, means so much. So last year, like I said, it was very successful. This year, hopefully it'll be the same.
Chief, I know you're the proud dad of a healthy little boy, and so what did it make you feel like when you participated in this and you see these children who are going through such a difficult time?
It makes you feel just very warm inside, very heartwarming. It's an honor because you're wearing a bead for a child that is in a battle of their life. We all face battles every day. These children are facing more insurmountable battles than we'll ever face. And as Officer Palermo stated, last year we got to go and down to present the beads to the children, and there was a touching moment there. We got to meet the parents of a newborn baby that has been in there and was in the hospital for a year, right from date of born, was still in the hospital, and to see that baby, but to see the look on the parents' faces when you come in the room. We got to meet a lot of the parents, got to speak to the children. That was very heartwarming. To see there, you really know you're doing something good. We do, every day we're out there doing a job to protect and serve, and making the best for our communities. But to see this goes above and beyond know the job we do every day, and to wear that little bead and give them that hope, that makes your day 100 times better.
Oh, well, I commend you both and all those who are participating in this. If people want to get involved or they would like to purchase a pack of the beads, Donna, what do they have to do?
You can visit our website, it's palermo-foundation.org, or you can email us at palermofoundation@gmail.com. And we would be very happy to go to any businesses to talk about the program. I've been to many clubs and organizations, and they have been supporting us as well. And we will provide them with the kits. And then, like I said, they would wear them during their work day or wherever they want to do.
All right, this is a wonderful cause. Please support this. Please show your support for those children who are really in the battle of their life.
Thanks, Lisa. Coming up on FYI, we'll have more information to get you ready for Election Day and your local weather forecast. In sports, see how the Marion Phillies won their 5th straight district championship in girls volleyball. And yes, we'll talk Cubs baseball.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I'm pleased to be joined by State Representative Tara Toohill. She is a Republican representing the 116th Legislative District, and she is seeking her 4th term in that office. Thank you for joining us. For any of our viewers who are not familiar with our state representative, tell them a little bit about your background so they're familiar with who Tara Toohill is.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for having me. To the viewers out there, thanks for watching. A lot of them I've gotten to meet over the course of time of me being able to represent this area, so they do know a lot about me, I think. But my name is Tara Toohill. I am from the Hazleton area. I went to Hazleton Area High School. I'm a big supporter of public education. I'm a foster mother and a mother. Children and youth issues are one of my biggest issues personally, and on the side in the legislature, I try to take a lot of time with that as a personal agenda item. But I've been very proud to serve this area and work on public safety. The Hazleton area, we've had a lot of issues in Hazleton City especially, but we have a new police chief and things have been going very well. We've been putting a lot of dollars from the state into Hazleton City, and you can look around and there is a marked change, and of late things have become a lot safer, so things have been going very well.
Now, what made the decision that you wanted to seek another term and try to get reelected?
So 2-year terms are very quick. It's unlike a lot of other offices where you have a 4-year period, and I think that makes you stay close with the people because you're running for office every other year. But I have an excellent staff. We're able to work constantly for people. On your cell phones these days, it's 24-hour access that people have to you, able to email and work on things even in the middle of the night. And there's so much work for our area. We have one of the neediest areas. We have one of the highest poverty rates in Pennsylvania itself. So we have a lot of special issues. We have a high senior citizen population, high veteran population in this area, and they're people that really have special needs that we can be meeting and doing better for. So I've enjoyed serving that community, and I think 2 years goes by very fast. There's a lot of legislation this year. I was able to get a bill signed into law, but there's so many pieces of legislation that we have that we're looking now, we're teeing them up because it starts again in January, where bills that did not get passed, bills dealing with especially property tax that got stuck in the Senate, property tax relief, and even a bill for total elimination for people out there so they would truly own their home rather than every year being up on the chopping block, going to lose their property, lose their home. A senior citizen would be able to say, you know what, I've worked my whole life, I've saved up, I live on this limited income, and I'm not gonna ever have to worry about losing my home because we would have elimination of property taxes. So that bill died in the Senate, unfortunately. There's a little bit of hope maybe that we could get it done in November, but I really don't see that happening. Bills like that, even the property tax rebate that senior citizens come in for, we're so lucky to have that rebate. Some of them get $650 back or $800, and then they use that to pay their property taxes for the next year. I believe that through legislation, we can have that be a much higher amount that they get back, that it would almost be the equivalent of total elimination for some folks. And that's important because we have people that are 25 years old and they rent or they live in public housing and they're getting a rent rebate. And I think it's very unfair, and that money should be going to our senior citizens. So I've grown with this community. They've invested in me and believed in me from the beginning. And I think now we've started to grow together. And I have a lot of items legislatively that are things that you can only change in Pennsylvania through legislation. And I'm very proud to continue to do that. So of course, I love working for the people of the 116th district. And I'm hoping that they're gonna be comfortable keeping me. So much.
State Representative Tara Toohill, running for 116th Legislative District. It is your job to go out and vote on November 8th.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I stopped in to talk some baseball with Joe Maddon's sister, Carmine Parlatour, at the Shop 2 on Broad Street today, and get this weather shot. It was a warm day in Hazleton, and guess what? Joe Maddon thinks the weather in Cleveland is helping his offense. It was 71 in Cleveland today, and tonight there will be a low of 56, according to the National Weather Service. Here's our local forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy. We'll have a low around 56 degrees. Thursday, showers and a possible thunderstorm. We'll have a high near 63, wind gusts as high as 25 miles per hour, and new rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Thursday night, 30% chance of showers, mainly before 9 p.m. Mostly cloudy. Our low is 40 degrees. Wind could get up to 20 miles per hour. On Friday, sunny and cool with a high near 46. Friday night, mostly clear. We'll get down near freezing. Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 50 degrees. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low of 38. And then on Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 48. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 34 degrees. Let's turn our attention to the lottery numbers now. Pick 2, 85, pick 3, 106, pick 4, 8789, and pick 5, 52647. Those are your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. When we come back, Marion Volleyball, they're once again the District 11 champions. We'll have that story, and we'll hear from Joe Madden. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Martz Hall in Pottsville hosted round 3 of the Marion Nativity Girls Volleyball rivalry this season. The winner this time would receive the District 11 Single A Championship. The Marion Phillies were on a mission in the 4th set. Their goal was to not let this match against Nativity go to 5 sets like their previous 2 meetings this season. Ahead 2 sets to 1, they were determined to finish things off.
What are you going to remember from tonight? Is there a moment? Do you remember anything right now? Or?
I remember our setter, Gianna Augusti, was standing next to me in one of our service teams, and she said, "We're not losing this," and I just said, "Hell no."
Jasmine Mooney unleashed hell on this massive kill in the 4th set that almost killed me. She also blasted the ball on most of her serves, making a big impact on the Martz Hall gym floor and the scoreboard. She had 3 straight aces in the 1st set to help the Phillies get off to a strong start with a 25-17 victory. It turns out I'm not the only one of Mooney's innocent victims. Here's Marion's assistant coach, Rachel Krychirek.
On a serve, how hard do you think Jasmine hits? I mean, you have an estimate? I mean, how fast that thing's coming?
I know I've tried to receive it a few times, and it's not something I want to do ever again. So pretty fast.
Serving was one of the areas the Phillies focused on coming into the district championship match. Mooney wasn't the only one serving well. Her teammate Gianna Augusti had 9 aces to go along with 38 assists. Mooney finished with 30 kills. After Mooney scored her 500th kill of her career earlier this season, she gave a lot of credit to her friend Augusti. While praising her, she also said Augusti can be a little hard on herself. During the district championship match, she was extremely hard on her body, diving all over the place to make sure her team would win the title.
Can you be proud now tonight? I mean, you were all over the place tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud.
What do you remember from flying around out there? Is there a moment, or do you remember anything?
Not really. I just remembered hurting.
After a true team effort, the party was on for the Phillies. They captured the 4th set 25-20, accomplishing their goal of not going to the 5th set and grabbing their 5th straight district championship in the process. Seniors Miranda Antigua and Jenna O'Donnell accepted the trophy.
They worked really hard over the past couple of years. We had really strong senior classes, and this year I think they felt they had to live up to a lot, but there was only 2 of them, so they really improved so much through the past 4 years and really gave it their all throughout the whole season.
It meant the world. We lost leagues this year, and that really hurt me because we've been winning it since I was a freshman, and I was about to give up, but we're in states now, and I couldn't be happier to 5-peat, and we're going strong, and we're never going to end it.
In post-game interviews, Jenna O'Donnell was called the heart of the team and Gianna Augusti was called the heart of the team. On this night, all of the Phillies wanted it with all of their hearts, and they all gave it everything they had to continue Marion's proud girls volleyball legacy. In other action last night, the Hazleton area boys water polo team lost in the state play-in game to Penridge 16-7. Jorge Moncayo had 5 goals for the Cougars. Dylan Gould had 13 saves in goal. What else happened last night? What else? Oh, the Cubs, they forced a decisive Game 7 in the World Series with a 9-3 win over the Indians in Cleveland. I had a Cubs hat on last night at Martz Hall, and people were screaming the score at me from the stands. Madden Mania is strong, my friends. Here is Hazleton's own Joe Madden giving his overall thoughts on Game 6, including a strong outing from Jake Arrieta on the mound and Addison Russell's grand slam. He was also asked if it seems fitting that the 2 teams trying to end long World Series droughts would have to play in a Game 7. Game 7 is tonight at 8 p.m. on Fox. That's sports. Fly the W, my friends. FYI, we'll be right back. You made it to the middle of the work week. Reward yourself at Bottlenecks. It's their featured steak entree night with plenty of amazing steak options.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First night, the Hazleton Area High School Water Polo Team Booster Club will be holding a pasta dinner on Sunday, November 6th at the Valley Regional Fire Hall in Drums. The event is from noon to 6 p.m. and will include pasta and meatballs, as well as salad, dessert, and drinks. Tickets are $10 for adults, $7 for children 10 and under. There will also be a Tricky Tray fundraiser, and all proceeds benefit the boys and girls teams. For info, just call 570-582-7597. And finally, Hazleton Public Transit is announcing that their offices will be closed Tuesday, November 8th in observance of Election Day. Church Street Station will be open and all buses will be running. For more info about this, just call 570-459-5414 at tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. John J. Walters Jr. of Packer Township. Funeral mass is Monday at 11 a.m. in the Our Lady of Lourdes Roman Catholic Church. Friends may call Monday from 9 to 11 a.m. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home is assisting the family. John G. Katica of Hazel Township. Funeral is Saturday at 10 a.m. at the parish of St. Cyril and Methodius at the Church of St. Joseph. Friends may call Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Jeffrey Portanova of Hazleton. Memorial is Thursday at 11 a.m. in the Faith United Church of Christ. Thomas J. Ward III. Services are private and under the direction of the Judd Beville Funeral Home. Frank L. Falabelle of Hazleton. Mass is Friday at 10 a.m. in the St. Gabriel's Church. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. The Firo Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Margaret Bresnak of Hazleton. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. And Brian Allen Yachera of Hazel Township. Arrangements will be held at a later date from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Michelle Mulligan of Drums. Michelle, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
So what's everybody doing tonight? Game 7. Enjoy it. We'll see you back here tomorrow on FYI. Take it easy, everyone.